Consider the equation x square plus 1 equal to 0. That gives you x square equal to minus 1, and x is equal to plus minus square root of minus 1. Now this square root of minus 1 cannot be 1, because if x is equal to 1, x square is also equal to 1. That doesn't satisfy this equation. If x is equal to minus 1, still x square is equal to 1. Therefore that too doesn't satisfy this equation. Thus we have this square root of minus 1, which is neither equal to 1 nor minus 1. It is denoted by iota, a Greek letter. It is not a real number. It is said to be an imaginary number. Let's go to the integral powers of iota. Iota is square root of minus 1. Iota square becomes square of under root of minus 1, which becomes minus 1. So iota square in general is equal to minus 1. Iota cube therefore becomes iota square into iota. Iota square becomes minus 1 into iota. That makes it minus iota. Iota raised by 4 is equal to iota square whole square. Iota square is minus 1, and minus 1 whole square becomes plus 1. Therefore iota raised by 4 is always equal to 1. Iota raised by 34, for example, becomes iota square whole raised to power 17. Iota square is minus 1. Minus 1 raised to power 17 becomes minus 1 because 17 is an odd number. Minus 1 raised to power odd number is always minus 1. Let's take up iota raised to power 4n. Iota raised to power 4n becomes iota raised to power 4 whole raised to power n. Iota raised to power 4, as we understand, is 1. 1 raised to power n becomes 1. Similarly, iota raised to power 4n plus 1 becomes iota raised to power 4n into iota. We have already found iota raised to power 4n is equal to 1. So it becomes 1 into iota, that is equal to iota. Now iota raised to power 4n plus 2 becomes iota raised to power 4n into iota square. Iota raised to power 4n becomes 1. Iota square is minus 1. So it becomes 1 into minus 1, that is minus 1. Iota raised to power 4n plus 3 becomes iota raised to power 4n into iota cube. Iota raised to power 4n becomes 1. Iota cube becomes iota square into iota. And iota square is minus 1, so it becomes 1 into minus 1 into iota. That becomes minus iota. Let us go to the negative powers of iota. Iota raised to power minus 1 becomes 1 upon iota, which can be written as iota upon iota square, which can be written as iota upon iota square becomes minus 1, which becomes minus iota. So remember, 1 by iota is always equal to minus iota. Let's take up iota raised to power minus 16, which is 1 upon iota raised to power 16, which is 1 upon, again, iota raised to power 4 whole raised to power 4. Iota raised to power 4 is 1, so it is 1 raised to power 4, the denominator, so its value becomes 1. Let's take up iota raised to power minus 430. It can be written as 1 upon iota raised to power 430 or 1 upon iota square raised to power 215, and iota square is minus 1, so it becomes minus 1 raised to power 215. 215 is an odd number. Iota raised to power odd number is minus 1. So 1 upon minus 1 becomes minus 1. Again, let's take up iota raised to power minus 225. That becomes 1 upon iota raised to power 225. Or it becomes iota upon iota raised to power 226. In the numerator we have iota. In the denominator, iota raised to power 226 can be written as iota square whole raised to power 113. and in the denominator again iota square becomes minus 1. So it can be written as iota upon minus 1 raised power 113 equal to iota upon minus 1, which can be written as minus iota.